y'all? It's Life with the Sloans, and we back
with another bang.
No, back with another video.
We back with Vlogmas Day 3.
Yep. And today we wanted to just kind of sit down with you guys. We gonna eat, you know.
What we eating, baby?
You made it.
What we eating, baby?
My baby famous meal. It's busting. I don't know what she made with it. It got a secret recipe on.
Rice chicken ball with avocado in a secret sauce. Secret sauce.
No, this junk is busting though. I ain't gonna cap to you.
I'm glad you like it.
Today, we're gonna just talk about, well, first we can start off with something slight, like how is it, cause I know you're a senior now, seniors in college. So how was it like going to Spelman? Like, you know, that's like a lot of girls' dream school, like young girls' dream school. Like Spelman is like the Harvard for like black young women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, that's actually really funny because like I didn't even know about Spelman.
Really?
When I was younger. Like, I didn't know about Spelman until high school.
How'd you find out about it?
I think, so you know my god brother Jalen, he was gonna go to Morehouse. And his dad had went to Morehouse. And that's the first time I really remember even considering it for real. Like, I'm sure I heard of it before then, but it wasn't on the like dream school type stuff. I don't really have that experience of it, like being, oh my gosh, since I was young I wanted to go here, all that. Well, I'm very blessed to have gotten a scholarship, a full ride scholarship to Spelman. You know, my friend, my roommate, my old roommate, we had the same scholarship, and we didn't really like to like just talk about it or like mention it with people, like other Spelmanites and stuff, because of like just like the jealousy. And it's also kind of like, I don't want to brag about it, but honestly I feel like that's taking away the glory from God, because like I probably wouldn't be going to Spelman if I didn't get that scholarship, because I could have gone to any California school for free. Like, yes, I really wanted to go, but honestly, if it came down to it, like, I wouldn't make sense.
Right.
So one of the reasons I chose Spelman was also, I went to junior preview day, like literally my junior year right before COVID. That's actually where I met my roommate, who I was just talking about. But I had heard people say like, you would feel it when you go on campus. Like, you would feel that that's the school for you. Yeah. And like, I don't know, it was cool. Like, I have a tendency to like imagine stuff being different and not realizing that I actually experienced it because it wasn't how I imagined experiencing it. If that makes sense. Like, I was imagining like, oh, because like people told me like when you step foot on campus, like you'll feel it. But like that's not like, is that really realistic? Like, you step foot and then you, like, no, like for me, that's what I was expecting. But I think really when I think back on it, it was more so like just the connections I made that day, and just even like being around black people, black women at that, because like, you know, where I come from, like, it's very rare to just be in a space. Well, actually, it's probably unheard of to be in a space of all black women. Like, all black, maybe sometimes once in a blue moon, but all black women, like, that's what? Like, I never really had that for real. So I think that's really what did it for me. Like, even like my classes, it's just like conversations that you get to have where you could never have those conversations anywhere else. Like, that's how I feel. So yeah, I really enjoy that part of Spelman. Okay, your turn. That's like the first part of your story. So now you gotta tell your first part, because I can't just keep yapping on and on. So you gotta tell what I just told. Like,
okay, so the way I chose Morehouse was one, and I went to a school in Detroit called University of Detroit Jesuit, which is like an all-dudes school, and it's like majority white. It was a white Catholic, like, private school. My counselor at the time had told me or introduced me into like some HBCUs, and Morehouse is a more like prestigious U of D, you know, and so it's all black. The real reason why I chose it was because it was really in Atlanta, and I was already doing YouTube for real. I really wanted to go for like acting, modeling, in Atlanta experience. But I didn't really care too much about Morehouse initially. First starting off, I did feel the difference. Like, I felt the difference coming into Morehouse. Like, the first day of school, I felt the different atmosphere. I felt like in my life, I always was like the outcast in a way. Like, I never really fit into a group, not in a bad way, but like in a way where I was kicking it with the smartest of smarts to the people who in the streets, to the whites, to blacks, like everybody. Like, I don't like discriminate. Like, I'm kicking it with whoever. And so I always felt like I've been different. And so I remember the first time at Morehouse, it was during NSO weekend, new student orientation. They was like, all right, everybody get ready. It's time to go, like, move fast, move fast. It was like drill. It was like, I felt like I was in boot camp. And so they're like, we gotta get dressed, shirts and ties, slacks.
Wait, this is the first day?
This was like the fourth day or something like that,
okay.
maybe. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking I'm all crispy. I threw in a black shirt, a black button up, ooh, little tie to go with it. Man, I got the black slacks, and I got these new black K&G shoes my mama had got me. So I'm like, I'm fresh to death. They checks in the group me like, all right, y'all, it's time to come outside. And so I step out into the hallway. I look to my right, I look to my left, and I just realize, I just see everybody in white button up with the Morehouse logo. Like, they got the Morehouse logo button up white. I'm like, suited. Oh, I got the red ties. I'm like, dang, bro, I did not catch the memo. So like, that was my first day. I knew I was like, yeah, like, it's a different experience because, like, first off, like, this is crazy. We moving like boot camp, everybody's suited up. I'm like, this is college. Like, bro, like, what is going on right now?
What time of day was it?
It was in the morning. It was like, bro, like a regular like Saturday morning, dog. Like, I'm trying to
They
chill.
came into your dorms?
They was knocking on our dorms. Come on, get dressed. Y'all know what time it is? I'm like, bro, I came here to go to school. I came here to become an actor. I can care less about dressing up, blah. But yeah, from that day on, I knew Morehouse was different. And I knew I was gonna be different at Morehouse. I was like the black sheep, bro. I just felt different. I was like, dang, bro, I'm the only one with black on. It was real symbolic, bro.
I have another question for you though. How is it like being in a class full of black men?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. I went to Detroit public schools growing up, so it wasn't like, it was unheard of to go, like, to be in school with just straight black people. But I guess like straight black men, I don't know. I guess it's pretty cool. This is like, from my public schools, we all had each other back. But the thing with having each other back at a public school is that the education wasn't the best all the time. So like, you could have my back, but you was giving me the wrong answers. Or we was not studying something good.
Yeah.
At my private school, the black people would get together and we would have each other back, and that would be cool. But sometimes that person who is white may know more than us, and they're not rocking with us. They are, I'm the cream of the crop. Y'all are below right now, so I'm not about to give you the answer. And so when I came to Morehouse, it was weird that we all was like, the first day of class, they like, here, bro, put your group me in, put your information in, and I'm like, okay. And they over here texting like, all right, this is the homework due tonight. We gonna meet at the library. Who down? I'm like, oh, okay. So it was different. It was like real different, a different experience.
I thought of something else. Because when you said like, you just wanted to be in Atlanta, I think that was definitely part of it for me. Because like, I think I realized I wanted to be like in a city. I think that's like the type of environment I wanted to be in. Because like, I'm from a place where it's boring. It's nothing to do. So like, not having to drive an hour to go somewhere fun. Like, I definitely like being in the city where we could just walk anywhere. And that was also part of our experience. We were just talking about that. Like, before Kyle had a car, like, we were walking everywhere.
Yeah.
Taking the MARTA.
Yeah, that's so true. That was real. That was a different time, man. And that's one thing I would say that I did also appreciate about Morehouse. Like during new student orientation week, they taught about like the MARTA. Like,
did they?
Yeah, they talked to us about MARTA and basically walking through the West End and pretty much like partnering up. So I was gonna ask you, as far as like even just like the freshman experience, like looking back, what would you say or what advice would you give to a freshman yourself, like looking back at where you at now, being a senior?
That's a really good question. I feel like I have to go spiritual with this. Like,
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna lie. A lot of the like things that I was gonna say that I had to go through, I feel like I had to go through them to be able to learn. So like, sure, I could have had advice, but really I would just say the best advice would have been to take God seriously. Maybe to go to the path. Go to the path freshman year. I don't know how that would have been. Probably would have avoided a lot of stuff. Experiences that, you know, I wish I probably didn't have, like with guys and stuff mostly, or even just like going to parties, drinking, all of that stuff. So, what about you?
I would say the freshman me really just enjoy everything. Like if you take it spiritual, I would say one thing that I have learned that God has like taught me is like basically showing gratitude. And it's one thing I've always been taught, like, okay, be grateful, but it's one thing to just be like, oh, I'm thankful for this, but it's like I think in gratitude God also shows you to move within it. So like, for example, I'm grateful to have a closet to hang my clothes up, therefore I should be moving in my gratefulness to be clean. And so when I was saying I'm grateful for Morehouse, I think that would make me as a freshman move different. Like I didn't like, basically I would go and I would talk to my advisors or just to set up my classes, or I would join more clubs. I would be more proactive. Just being proactive on campus, and also just realizing, like I said, going back to the understanding of like, where are you actually at? Everybody you spend these years with, they all going somewhere. Like that's how I look at it. And so there's so many connections, there's so many people that you can meet, long life friends, like during the homecoming, and I see all the people that's coming back from holiday, the class of something, and I'd be like, dang, like what kind of person that you want to be? Like, are you gonna be that person that's like, you didn't talk to nobody, you ain't do nothing, like that you just kind of just went through Morehouse? Or are you gonna be that person that like, you said what's up to this person, you know what I'm saying? You created a friendship, you sat down with a different person at lunch just to talk to him, just to be, you know, be different. So, what you smiling like that for?
No, because that reminded me of Juliana.
Yeah.
That's how she got baptized, dog. I definitely had a lot of phases, like, because I think when you come in as a freshman, like, well, I don't speak for me because it's definitely different for everyone, but I think when I came in, I was very much like, pretty confident in myself and like kind of just standing on whatever I was on before I came to Spelman. But I think as time went by, like I tried to fit in more. I tried to like, and then I also just had other stuff going on where I just felt like I didn't even have the energy to like do that stuff no more. But anyway, so this one day I was like, God, show me who you want me to sit with. And so Juliana, I see her and I felt it in my spirit to go with her. And so, you know, I started talking to her and like just had like a regular conversation, you know. I ended up bringing up religion, like asking, you know, was she religious or anything like that. She was like, hasn't really thought about it basically in a while. And I didn't really think it was gonna go anywhere. But then like, you know, I invited her to church. And like, I've invited plenty of people to church and they don't come. But she actually came, like, and then we started studying the Bible, and then she got baptized. So
Yeah.
It's just so crazy, like how God can use something like so small, or you think it's so small, and then it turns into that. Like, what if I was just like, no, God, I'm not gonna go up to her, like, no. You feel like Morehouse is a brotherhood?
It is what you make it. Like, that's one thing. Like, I can't. Like, Morehouse will offer the brotherhood aspect. It will.
How?
You'll know when you go to Morehouse. It's something that you can't really explain, but also, okay, and my best way I can explain it is the fact that from freshman year, I remember there was like, guy walked past me, he said, we was all in line, he said, what's your brother name behind you? I'm like, bro, I do not know this dude, bro. It is 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, bro. And he's like, that's unacceptable. So it's like, get to know, bro. I got to know one of the bros, and just like we kicked it, and it was cool. Like, it was cool. And so it's like, from that aspect. But I say that what I mean by it is what you make it is because you can buy into a process. Like, if you buy into the process that Morehouse offers, like, even if you don't buy into the process, it's gonna force you to create a brotherhood. Because if you don't buy into the process, you're gonna have to try to figure your way out through Morehouse. And when you have to figure your way through Morehouse, you're gonna have to lean on somebody, which is gonna create a brotherhood no matter what. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, I don't know what it is, but Morehouse creates brotherhood no matter what.
That's good.
Yeah. And what about you? What'd you say? I know y'all say y'all sisterhood school. What'd you say about that?
I would say, I think it's definitely different with women. I don't think they did that type of stuff. Like, what's your sister's name behind you? Like, no, I don't think they did that. I think a lot of people come to Spelman and are so surprised that girls are girls.
Yeah.
But girls are gonna be girls everywhere. And I say girls and not women for a specific reason, because when we're coming in as freshmen, most of us, I would say, are not really women. In the sense of, like, we're literally straight out of high school. So we're doing high school things. Yeah. For the most part. So it's like, girls are still gossiping, and that's even, I mean, people do that even past, way into adulthood, but like, it's more likely, for teenagers to do that type of stuff. So it's like, people come in and are expecting, like, this kumbaya, but no, like, girls are messy. Like, what was your favorite memory from freshman year?
Favorite memory from freshman year? It was homecoming, October 13th. Man, I was with my boy Eric. And me and Eric, we chilling. This is COVID year, so it was very light. Nobody was there for real. Me and Eric chilling, you know what I'm saying? We vibing, dancing, doing our Doug Dizzle. I'm looking around.
Baby, you already told him the story in the other video.
Oh. No, you told him.
We both did, didn't we?
Man, they ain't watched this. They don't know this.
Go.
Yeah. Anyway, I look around. Phew-wee! If I whistled, that'd be good. But, I seen her. At the time, I was like, ooh, we caught my eye. Walked over there. Sure. Rest is history. Now she my wife. That was my favorite memory.
In the whole freshman year?
In the whole freshman year. Freshman year was cool, but I sauced you up. Duh.
Oh my gosh.
What about you? What's your favorite memory freshman year?
I don't know, man. Probably when I fell in love with you. But yeah, I don't know if I could tell them that story.
Oh, I don't know if they're ready for that story.
Yeah. Just know I was out there doing some stuff. And he came and scooped me up and saved me. Took care of me. Yeah, I wasn't like on the streets or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sum it up.
And like I was like making a move, but like I remember I had like my head down like, on the table, and I just like I couldn't move for real, and so like he came and saved the day, and he picked me up, and I don't think I could walk home. I could walk again, and he put me on my shoulder. I was still throwing up. I couldn't throw it on your own. I don't think I did, but yeah, he didn't care because he was taking care of me, so he brought me back to the dorm, and I sleep again because we didn't have this teacher. He carried me all the way to the third floor, and took care of me.
Yes.
Put me on the couch.
No, he was on the couch.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we took care of her. The only reason why I snuck her up there was one, because I didn't want her to get in trouble. Like, that was one thing. I didn't want to be like, oh, dang, let me go get a campus police officer. Bro, what kind of weirdo? Like, that's weird. Like, she throwing, I don't even, you below the age to drink. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, are you going to jail? Like, I don't know. So I'm like, I'm not about to do that. She's not about to get doing this. I'm gonna take her, you know. I'm gonna lay her on the couch. I'm gonna go into bed. You know what I'm saying? And the rest was history.
Yeah, and then I was crying, and I was like, you don't like me no more, huh? And he was like, oh, I don't like you, stop playing. And I was like, this is so embarrassing. And he was like, it's all good, girl. I got you. And then I was like, oh man, I love him.
Oh gosh.
Sorry. And this is before we were like official.
Yeah.
Which is a whole other story. He was trying to just talk to me for
Okay.
a year.
That's enough. They heard enough. We've been yapping for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I had to force him to.
Alright, y'all. Well,
I
man.
had to force him to.
I hope this is. She's a yapper. I know she's a yapper. She's been yapping. And.
You be yapping too, boy.
Okay. Bro, you still yapping. Anyway, we love y'all. If y'all got any questions, any other questions y'all want us to answer, put them down in the comments and we'll try to get to answer them. And yeah, see y'all back here for day 4. Baby, I just did it. Bro. See
You're
y'all.
gonna be mean to me in front of the camera?
Bro, it's
Okay.
no, bruh. See y'all back for day 4. Alright.
No, again.
Bruh.
Come on.